Yo, what's going on? This is your man Ryan Righteous of the Trackstarz. This is the Independent Artist Spotlight. I'm excited. I'm sitting down with a legend today, y'all. I'm sitting down with DJ Noble. He's in the building. We're going to talk to him about his latest EP release, his newest release. So make sure you stay in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Shantana, DJ Jeremiah. Let's get into it. DJ Noble, what's up, fam?
Man, I'm good.
Glad to have you in the building, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, it's a pleasure to have you, man. How you been?
Good, man. Maintaining.
Yeah.
Living it up.
Shout out to you, man. We got a chance to connect when we were at Flavor Fest. And it was a great opportunity for me to just get to know you better, man. Just to find out where your heart is, your passions, the things that you do, your heart for the prison ministries and everything, man.
Yeah.
But talk to me, man, about this new EP that you released this year. Peace Prize is crazy.
Oh,
I'm loving it, man.
Thanks.
I think I got to say... my favorite song is probably Crushing Sin.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell me, man, how did this whole EP come about for you?
Man, look, it's a long process, man, really, because those are all re-released.
Okay.
Well, actually, Crushing Sin wasn't. That's kind of a new release.
Right.
But, yeah, man, that song was done.
Like 10 years ago.
Almost. Like 8 years ago, almost.
A long time ago, yeah.
So that was with Petty D and Sean Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, man, I got the opportunity to work with those guys, man.
Okay.
Both of them obviously talented. You know, Petty D being the OG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have a really good relationship, man. So, yeah, I was excited. But even when I re-released it, man, I talked to him on the phone for about an hour and a half, man, just catching up with him, man, and told him what I wanted to do. He said, yeah, dog, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, it was really dope, man. I love that track.
Yeah. And then also, man, like the most recent release that you had, Tips.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Woo. All right, so it's packed with metaphors, man. So, when you listen to it, like they also put out like a little video out there explaining Tips of what it's all about, man. But I like to break it down like almost bar by bar, you know what I'm saying? So, man, just getting you to contemplate, you know, like if you're struggling with your faith, ultimately, it gets you to kind of think about, man, who is Jesus?
Right.
What is Jesus doing in my life, man? Those moments where I talk about blurry nights. So, you know, hold on tight, trust in Jesus, you'll be all right. Like, there's just a lot of metaphorical things, man, along, you know, I talk about. You know, I love basketball. I love the NBA, man. And actually, I like LeBron James, too. But, you know, there was a reference to LeBron flopping.
Yeah.
I bang with Curry because he be crossing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's kind of going back to that you know, when they battled years ago, I think they went to, 5 years? Went to the NBA Finals like 5 years straight, man.
Okay.
But, yeah, there's a lot of metaphors in there talking about different various things, man. So, but it's a lot of it's just contemplating faith and like, where do you put your trust in?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Man,
when things get hard, what do you put your trust in?
Oh, yeah. Oh, always in the Lord.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this run you've been on, man. You're with NDS Management now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike Laxton and everybody over at Kingdom Impact Group.
Yeah.
You have been, first of all, man, you got a long resume.
Yeah.
You have the music side, but you also had the radio side.
Yeah.
Yep. Urban 11. You did your thing there.
13 years, dog.
I know, man.
13 years.
What made you finally to say, okay, we're gonna switch to podcasting?
Well, I mean, I just had to give up the radio thing first. I think we were talking earlier, man.
Yeah.
And you know, just following the will of God. You know, what is God doing in your life? And at that time, like, I had no idea what was going on in a nutshell. But back in I would say December 2016 now.
Okay.
The Lord was telling me, man, it's time to hang it up.
Hang it up.
It's time to hang it up. So, you know, just being obedient to what God was doing, I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So I put in like a 2-month notice into the general manager, Ann Verbally, shout out to her, man. She actually helped me out along the way quite a bit. But, you know, I put in that notice and like, okay, this is it. January 2017. I think it was January 29th to be exact. It was the last time that show aired, and the studio was packed, man. It was crazy.
Wow.
But it's one of those things where, man, this is what God is leading us. Yeah. And then like 2 weeks, the crazy thing, okay, even backtracking a little bit. So in August of 2016, I went to Kansas City, and that's actually where I'm from.
Okay.
Or I'm from the area. And so I went there, And all I wanted to do was go to a Chiefs game, dog. That's it. Right, that was it. So I hit up a friend of mine and said, hey, man, what you doing this weekend? Why don't we go to the Chiefs game? He said, well, I'm getting married. Oh, for real? He said, why don't you just go to the wedding? So I went to the wedding, right? And at the wedding, I went to college with this guy, right? At the wedding, I run into somebody that I also went to college with, one of his frat brothers, right? And started talking to him. I said, man, I really want to go into teaching, right? I had a really desire to teach and work with the youth in that capacity. I said, but I don't have a degree. I have a degree. I have a degree in sociology and urban affairs from Norfolk State University. But I said, man, I want to go into that realm. He was like, all right, cool. He said, well, talk to my wife. She's the assistant principal. They got programs called Teaching Fellows. You know, you can ask her how that works. So we talked for a while, and she said, hey, go ahead and apply, right?
Yeah.
So I applied to Kansas City, Kansas Public Schools for the Teaching Fellows program. I didn't get a call yet. I put in the application right away. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this right away. Yeah. So I didn't get the call, but I felt like the Lord was kind of moving and changing and shaking me around. And so I gave up Urban 1-1, and then all of a sudden, like in February, I get a call. They said, can you be here in a week? Wow. We want to interview you. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'm down. Wow. So I went, got the job.
Jeez.
Moved to Kansas City. I would say.
Moved the family.
Moved the whole family. We moved in, August of 2017. The crazy thing, you know, like, because this is all about ministry and listening to God and what God wants you to do. And in that season, my son started playing football for the first time. He was in 7th grade, started playing football. He started having chest pains, right? And so we went to the doctor. They said, man, he needs to see a cardiologist right away. So he sees the cardiologist. They found an anomaly in which, like, if he would have kept playing, the adrenaline, that probably would have pushed him to having a cardiac arrest. Oh, wow. Right? Because it was that kind of bunch of, they were in a location they shouldn't have been. Like, like the artery or the artery was a chat, like, where however that stuff works, man. Yeah. In the heart, it was just in the wrong place. So he had to have open heart surgery. Okay. So if we wouldn't have been in Kansas City, we might not have known that. Exactly. Right? So like there's this, like, sometimes you wonder what God is doing in your life. You really don't know. And so I gave up. So I've given up at this point. I've given up radio. Right. I've gone to Kansas City. I have a few connections there, but God was just moving me in a different direction, man. I was teaching. I was going to school at the same time because I had to go to school for 2 years. Yeah. And it was, man, it was a crazy time. And I worked at a hotel and I did Uber just to make money, right? Because I had a hustle because my wife didn't have a job. It was just me that was working. Right. So, but sometimes you kind of just know, I guess the bottom line is you kind of know where God is leading you. And I don't even think that was your question, man, but no, you got a much bigger answer than you were looking for.
No, that was great because you definitely brought back to, like, I asked you, like, why did you stop the show?
Oh, that's true.
And that was definitely
that's part of it.
God ordained, right?
Yeah.
Saving your son's life. I mean, I think that's the thing that we always worry about is that we worry about when God tells us to end an assignment, like, what's next, God? I don't even know. Well, the next thing is a life-saving opportunity for your son. So, that's amazing. And so how did you come about doing the Off the Grid podcast?
Oh, man, that was another God moment, man. Yeah. Like, I was kind of done just doing stuff in general, right? But God put it on my heart to do Off the Grid during the pandemic, right? So he gave me this vision, so I ran with it and started the podcast, and I only went 2 episodes in. That was it. And we ended up moving from the location I was in to another location and to another house. Yeah. So I was kind of in this apartment, and I had a nice little area to work in, and everything was great. But then when we moved, things got a little chaotic because we had 2 kids, and then we also had 3 foster sons too. Yeah, okay. And there was like really no room to do anything at any time, man. So like I just kind of set it aside, man, and we ended up changing churches too, and settled in with this small group at the church I'm in now, Vive Culture Church in Kansas City. Okay. And shout out to that church, a great church. We get into the small group. And, you know, we're praying and we're talking about what the Lord has done and what he's doing in your life now. It's like, man, I think really God is really trying to get me to relaunch off the grid. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do. And like, man, they were just saying, man, trust in the Lord, man. So we sat and prayed about it. And that was October of last year, 2024. And then it launched January of 2025. I kind of did like a off the grid filter too, like to see how people would respond. So I kind of did like a Facebook Live thing, and people were like, yeah, man, you need to bring it back. You know, we want to hear what you got to say, because I'll say some stuff. Yeah. And I'm semi-controversial, not completely controversial. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I learned that today.
Sometimes, like, I was the type of kid in high school, man, I would stir up the pot. Yeah. But nobody would know it. You know what I mean? Okay. I would say something, then somebody would react. And the next thing, two people were getting into an argument and a fight. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of that fire starter. So I think that's just how God uses me, man. But off the grid is pretty much just bridging that gap, man. Like, I'm all about as a Christian, man, bridging gap. Mm-hmm. You know, bridging gaps between people and between even beliefs within the the Christian community, because we can have a lot of different beliefs, and sometimes those beliefs can tear each other down, man.
Yeah.
So
and you mentioned also too, man, your passion outside of the music. What you do on a daily basis, man.
Right.
Preaching and teaching inside the prison systems.
Yeah.
What has that been like for you, man? I mean, obviously, we all want to do something where we serve the body of Christ, but you get to do that daily. And it's life-changing because you have such a powerful testimony to share. Talk about that.
Man, look, being in the prison, I pretty much teach GED, so I'm not a guard, not a CO or anything like that. So I teach GED in the prisons, and it's pretty cool because I get to interact with these guys every day. And when you're teaching GED, those guys want to be in class, right? They don't. It's an opportunity for them to escape.
Oh yeah,
right? You know what I mean?
For sure.
So you get just to talk to them on a one-on-one basis, right? And there's no like big time structure either. Yeah. So you can have side conversations. You can say whatever sometimes. And
offer hope and encouragement.
Yeah, offer hope and encouragement. Yeah. You can even talk about your faith a little bit. So I don't do a lot of preaching now. Okay. But I'm working on it. You know, I'm working on that. But like I'm kind of preached by my actions. And so they hear like my music too and what I'm working on. I say, hey guys, check out what I'm working on today. I was like, oh man, that's dope. You know, man, I want to hear that again, man. Maybe you should go out on stage, because they do things on Thursday nights. Mm-hmm. They have like a concert series Thursday nights from like, I think because it gets cold in Kansas, from like March until October. So I'm already talking to like the chaplain there at the prison and trying to get in that way too. So I mean, just even talking to some of the guys that are actually recording Christian hip hop music in the prisons kind of dope. I'm saying they're still using Fruity Loops and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, they were telling me about what they do and how they record. I'm like, wow, that's pretty dope. Like they get the opportunity to do that, man. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious to hear what they got, but I haven't heard any of the music yet. But man, those guys are real passionate, man.
Sure. And so, one of the things I didn't get the chance to ask you is, what's your testimony? How did you come to know Christ for yourself?
Oh, great question, man. It was a long process. Here we go, man.
I love it.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is kind of be a short version. I'll kind of get into kind of the whole story. I thought you had to get saved at church.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had this. So I grew up in a pretty, I would say, for lack of better words, liberal Christian home. Yep. In a liberal Christian denomination, I always felt like there was something more, like there was something missing, right? My whole life, I would experience like stuff that they didn't preach about. Like they didn't preach about, like where I went, they didn't preach about Satan. You know what I'm saying? They didn't talk about going to hell and stuff like that, right? But I can sense it, right? Yeah. Like it was just like, man, there was something bigger and deeper. And then when I graduated high school, I went to a college where my aunt was going to, and she's like a full-blown Christian. You know what I mean? Like a full believer. And so I started, she's like, yeah, come to FCA, Christian Fellowship.
Oh, yeah.
Fellowship Christian Athletes. So I started going to FCA meetings. I started actually attending church with her.
Okay.
And there was a guy that actually had on my podcast. His name is Ronald Moore.
Okay.
He was a student at the time, but he was also a football player. He played for the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Eventually, but yeah. Ronald used to preach, and he preached at the FCA camps, and he would preach at the church that my aunt attended. So I remember this one time, man. He preached so much. I got this conviction in my heart. Mm-hmm. And the pastor came up and did the altar call. He said, "Man, anybody that wants to accept Jesus Christ, come on up." And my heart is like boom, 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 boom. It's
thumping.
It's thumping. It's pounding.
Yeah, thumping.
You know what I did?
Yeah.
I left.
Ooh.
I left the church. Didn't come back.
Ooh.
Ever.
Running from it.
Running. Yeah, running.
Calling.
Yeah, running from the calling, man. So like, I ended up graduating. End up moving to Virginia, so from Kansas to Virginia. Mm-hmm. And I moved to Virginia to have fun, man. Like that was, I went to a Norfolk State homecoming.
Yeah.
I was ready, like, this is where I want to be. Wow. You know what I'm saying? White guy at Norfolk State, man.
Okay.
That was kind of the dream, man. But but anyway, so I go there, I get my master's at Norfolk State. And then I remember I attended a church service with an ex-girlfriend of mine. Uh-huh. Right. And we this church, man, it was weird to me. Right. Uh-huh. But it was dope at the same time. Because when I walked in, you saw white people, black people, Hispanic people, everybody worshiping together. And man, people doing weird stuff like rolling down the aisles and speaking weird, like the tongues, like they were speaking in tongues and stuff like that. But but at that moment, I got a glimpse of heaven. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was always in the back of my mind. Right. And then I also had that feeling of what I felt like earlier on in life at that church. Like, man, so I knew God was doing something, right? And plus all the experience that I had as a kid, feeling like there was a void. Uh-huh. So it was crazy, man. It just came to the point where 2 years after that, I had broken up with my girlfriend, but I knew where God was. Yeah. Right? Exactly. I was like, God is in that church right there. He might not be here, but he's at that church right there. So I had planned to get saved, which is crazy, right? Like I had planned to get I'm giving it all up. Like, man, I'm gonna do God's will.
You scheduled it.
I scheduled my salvation, not knowing when I confessed already that I really surrendered my life.
Right.
Then that was it. But man, like I remember going to that. It was a Wednesday night service. Yeah. At Bethel Temple in Hampton, Virginia. And I just, man, I couldn't wait to the altar call, man. Yeah. I was just ready.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
Normally when people say they schedule their salvation, they're like, I got to finish this. I got to get this out my system. I got to get that out my system.
I had a couple more drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple more drinks. I knew what the life was going to be ahead of me.
What it was going to look like.
It was going to look like I had to give up. Like I felt like I had to give up like even my secular music. And at that time, man, I had thousands and thousands of dollars of CDs and tapes. Yeah. Right. And I just chucked almost all of them. Yeah. And the ones I kept, I eventually chucked those too. I remember listening to Carl Thomas. It's like, man, this song is all right. Man, you talking about cheating, being in a crazy relation. Let me get rid of that too.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so let me ask you this. Okay, this is a good question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you go back to secular music with nostalgia?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do, and man, but what I find out sometimes if I get too far in the rabbit hole, like I feel like sometimes I'm losing my salvation.
I feel it in my spirit.
So that was part of the issue. Honestly, one of the part of the issues that I kind of stepped away. Mm-hmm. I didn't step away from the faith. Like I always believed in God. From like 2017 until last year. Like that was just like I revisited those moments, right, with the secular music, and I was like, I didn't stop listening to Christian music, but then I was kind of reminiscing on because everything is accessible now. Like I knew back then I chuck it, it's not accessible anymore, or as easily as accessible, right. But now it's like, man, you can go to YouTube and I can listen to EPMD, DJ Quick. I can go back in my bag, listen to Outkast. Mm-hmm. Like, when you text me the other day and said your church is in East Point, I got excited, man. I was like, wow, hip hop.
We're on Headland and Delow.
Yeah. That's crazy to me. Like, I remember the first time like 3 years ago, my son did a visit to Morehouse.
Okay.
He got accepted in the Morehouse, but we came here for a visit, and we got to Atlanta, man. I was like, man, I gotta play some Outkast. I play Southern playalistic music.
Because what's crazy is you might actually see Andre on playing the flute at like the cookout. No, seriously, like, I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him. Like, I was at a restaurant one day and he just walked up and
he did a whole album, right?
He was right next to me at the salad bowl. I was like, oh, okay.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, but yeah, I think, man, when people say, man, it's just about rhymes and beat. I mean, it's just about the beats, or man, the lyrics don't really hit me. Man, they do, man. They bring you back, like, especially if it meant something to you, it's gonna bring you back.
And I draw the line too. I draw the line. There's certain secular songs that I just can't go back to. Certain groups I won't go back to. But it's like, if it was conscious, you know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, like the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm okay. With it. I don't get affected.
I forgot my wife said something in the car the other day. She was talking to one of my foster sons, and she's talking about, I left my wallet in El Segundo.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, let's play that for him real quick. So we played that, man. We played a little Tribe, but other than that, she said, what other songs do they have? I'm like, well, Bonita Applebum, well, that's probably not appropriate to play. Electric Relaxation. Nah, I probably shouldn't play that one either.
World Tour is my favorite.
That's why I said World Tour was all right. But even Q-Tip says some stuff, man, like Concubines and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah.
I think back.
But then we can go back to the Bible for that, right?
I think back in the day, it was really about the beat. Like, when you think about some of the old school music, that beat just is amazing.
Yeah, that beat right there, World Tour. Like, they talk about V, and they name drop VA on that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm in Kansas City, I was in VA for 2 decades. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, VA is always a part of me.
Yeah. So I got to ask you this this last question. Being in the space for as long as you've been in, what are some things that you would like to see changed in this space?
See change? Yeah. Well, can I talk about change first?
Yeah.
One thing I've seen, like, just kind of being away from it from a little bit, I think a lot has changed for the good.
Okay.
Right?
That's good.
I think from what I see and what I'm encouraged about is that, you know, even though there's some division in doctrine, I know back in the days when I first started, like, if you didn't fit within a certain doctrine, then you were
you were X'd out.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see that anymore. I think there's maybe some issues with doctrine. Yeah. Though, like, I mean, you can't be too loose with your doctrine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I think that may be a problem, but you have, you know, even with like Flame, with the Lutheran. I actually want, man, Flame, if you watch them, man, we got to link up, man, because I was a history teacher and I talked about Martin Luther, and I love talking about Martin Luther and actually the type of change that he made, right?
Okay.
And we can get into that some other time, but yeah, I mean, it's like, I just seen a lot of change for the better in that. I've seen a lot more tight-knit community because of it. Yeah. Obviously, there's some other issues. I think some of the times, though, I wish some people were more approachable than they are. I think we have some difficulties with that. I think there's kind of certain layers. I just kind of remember just being a radio host for as long as I did. Like, I had access to certain people that other people didn't have. And I saw how some of those people were treated. Yeah. Like, yeah. But I think that all comes with, I mean, we do that as humans anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, you know, there's a level to what we do. And some will call it gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's necessary.
It's not to keep anybody out. It's to make sure that the space is protected.
Right.
You know.
And that's good.
Yeah, I got over 200 music submissions last week, and I had to throw half of them out.
Hey, bro, look. Hey, speaking of that, going back to back in the day, man, I would go to these festivals, man, and get like stacks and stacks of CDs, man, and trying to decipher and go through all that stuff. I think I still got some of those CDs and rappers right now.
Yeah.
So I feel you, man.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So tell everybody where they can find you, how they can support you, and what to look out for next.
What to look out for next? All right. So we had the EPs. the Peace Prize EP is out right now. You can find that anywhere on Spotify, Apple. And then I threw in another 3 called The Last 3 EP. So there's a couple songs on there, 3 songs on there. I'm working on a project right now called Switch the Game.
Okay.
So I've gotten, obviously, Tips is going to be on there, and that's the lead single.
Okay.
And then got a couple of other songs that I finished right now. A track I did with K-Drama.
Okay.
Another one I did with Ty Scott King.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to release those when time progresses. But yeah, it's still, a lot of it's still a work in progress. And I noticed that, like, as far as like change, man, like music has changed so much in the last 8 years. It's kind of incredible. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of various aspects, man. I just kind of, and I've gotten a lot of good sound advice too from people that have heard the songs that I've either put out there or working on.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I'll say, hey man, what do you think about this? Like, throw the kitchen sink at me, man. Let me know what I could do to improve it, or if you think there's some aspects that are good, let's keep it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. But I mean, people can find me online at DJ Noble ICE. That stands for, I'm gonna make this clear because ICE is. they see that at the end, like, we're not talking about that type of ice. Yeah. Because it used to be a positive thing, right? Like, dripping. Yeah, they got ice right now. That's Indies Collective Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I just had, to distinguish DJ Noble from the other DJ Nobles that are out there, because they are out there.
They are, yeah.
I had to do something. So, there you go.
I love that. Well, man, look, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sitting down, doing the Independent Artist Spotlight.
Yes, sir.
Really intrigued by what you got going on. The music is fantastic.
Appreciate it.
The re-release of the EP, still right on time. And yeah, anything you need from Trackstarz, let us know. We're here to support you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Anything you need.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Just heard the full interview with DJ Noble. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to everything he's got going on. Shout out to NDS. Shout out to Indie Collective. All the great things that they got going on, man. It's amazing. So make sure you go like and subscribe and support DJ Noble and everything he does. You're in the field with the Trackstarz. This is the Independent Artist Spotlight. Ryan Righteous, and we out. Peace.
Okay. Indie Artist Spotlight. Okay. Making sure you shine bright. Okay. Ryan Righteous, that's right. Okay. Trackstarz too hype. Okay.